Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to the Gamers DMZ podcast. Today is Thursday, March 21st. I hope everybody's doing well. So, introducing our podcast people. Starting with the top, Jazzy Moto.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday.
Sir Rich.
What's up? What's up?
And last but not least, the one.
Yes, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, wherever you're listening. Thank you guys for joining. It's been a long week, but hey, we're here to talk about gaming or the lack thereof gaming and what's not in gaming. But we do have a couple of good topics that we want to discuss tonight. So before we get started, I want to find out tell everyone like and subscribe, point one. But what have you been playing this week? So we'll start off with Jazzy. What have you been playing?
Um, I've been playing a lot of Resident Evil 4. Um, Aside from, we did go to that arcade again, so I played a crap ton of old retro games. But yeah, mostly just Resident
Okay.
Evil 4, a little bit of Cyberpunk and Elden Ring. Just getting ready for the new DLC when that comes
Mm,
out.
mm,
But
No Destiny.
no, actually, yeah, just a little bit. I did like one of my dailies. Then that was it. Oh yeah, and a little bit of Fall Guys and Return to Grace. I did stream that in a spacesuit, so I got the helmet on and everything.
Oh, you did third person?
No, like when I was
Oh, you
streaming.
actually. Oh, oh
Yeah.
my God.
I just got a
Okay, I got it.
filter. It's on YouTube. I got a filter on my camera, so it had me in a spacesuit, like I was in space the
Oh,
whole
no, you
time.
did. No, you didn't. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Okay,
yeah.
I ain't mad at you on that one.
But that was it.
Okay. Sir, what about you?
Um, I think the only thing I did was Spider-Man and Destiny 2. Didn't I play
Oh, you played
anything else?
Spider-Man?
Yeah, because after talking about it, I was just like, let me see if my PS4 come on. It didn't come on at first, so I had to find the right cord for it. Scared me a little bit. Then ran out. I was like, let me go see if I can get Miles, and then it turned out to be on sale for $20 everywhere. So I went and got
Oh,
that. So
really?
now, yeah, it was on sale everywhere for $20. So I ended up
Oh,
getting that. So now I'm trying to get through Spider-Man so I can get on that.
okay.
He played something else.
What?
Twisted Metal.
Oh, I played that for like 2 seconds.
No, it was cool to see.
Man, Twisted Metal Black, I was just turning it on for a second. I didn't even
Just
play it
you was
but
being
for 3 minutes.
you was being reminiscent.
Yeah, because I got irritated. It was a partially irritation, knowing that there won't be another one. So I was like, let me see if this still works because I've been hearing things about things disappearing. So let's see.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that was it.
All right, OG, what about you?
Let's see. I still been dabbling with Wolfenstein PC on the Ally. I uh played some baseball. Got the new one on now. The new show.
Oh, you downloaded
And
already?
already, I'm ready.
I know you ready.
hmm I downloaded Evil West. Downloaded that. And I went back and played some Last Epoch
How's
on the
that?
you say?
How is that?
It's good. I like Last Epoch.
Okay.
It just take a minute to get going, but yeah, you know how they are. The
Yeah.
DRPG. Yeah. And that's
All
about
right.
it.
Okay. Let's see. What did I play? I played Evil West. I downloaded that today. Played the first scene. It's long. Played that. And of course, I played Call of Duty. I played the Quarry.
What's
And
that about?
you know that game where them people appear lost and you got to figure out what's going on. And it's one of those um, you got to make your moves, time moves games where you got to make a choice game. Let me just say a choice game where you got to make a choice. Or if you don't, it does X, Y, Z, and that's how
Okay.
you move along. The story progresses based off choices you make. So I don't even think I'm through the prologue because I just stopped. And then I tried Lightyear Frontier, but I played that in the cloud just to get a taste of it. I'm like, And a game I played that just popped up, and it's like a game I played just to waste time, and it's kind of good. Bejeweled 3, but I played it and downloaded it for the Xbox 360, and so backwards compatibility, I played it. And I started playing like, I was like, I never played Bejeweled before, but I can see how people could get addicted to it.
Mm-hmm.
They
It's
can
an
get
easy
really,
game, but you will
yeah.
get hooked.
Especially on your
Mhm.
phone, that type of stuff.
Yeah, I see on the phone, you could really get hooked to it. Yeah, especially on the phone. You're right about that. Yeah. And I was playing a couple of times laying in bed. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. So, I mean, technically, that's all I've been playing because I have guests and they've commandeered everything. So, I'm not saying it in a bad point, but they love video. Kids love video games. And they're good and great at two games. And I don't understand it. And I'm just going to segue again for a hot second. They love Fortnite and Call of Duty. I can see how those games make so much money. And my
Yeah,
little
you
one
can't
nephew,
tell them nothing.
my one nephew on Call of Duty maxed out every gun. And I'm like, how do you do that? I won't tell you how many hours he played, but he's good. I'm like, hey, boy, it's good to be a kid. He just has so much time to expend to play the good video games. But needless to say, that's all I've been up to this week in playing games outside of us with our busy careers working so we can have our leisure time just playing a couple of games for a hot minute. That's me playing Ghostwire Tokyo. Yes. Okay, so let's get to some of the topics. And the first topic I wanted to hit on was you guys remember Connie Booth from from Sony. She got released and she was one of the ex Sony PlayStation bigwigs who made a lot of games. And she was responsible for what? Uh, Spider-Man 1 and 2,
Last
The Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, Uncharted, Ratchet and Clank. So that's a lot. But they say you can't keep a good person down, so now she's over at EA. With her
Especially if
going
they
to
know how to do their job.
right. So with Connie going to EA, I want to know what you guys think. What could she bring to the table and make it different based off of her pedigree of making games like Spider-Man 1 and 2, The Last of Us, Ghost. I mean, not making it, being one of the major players behind it.
Yeah, what is her specialty?
I think she was overall director,
Okay.
or let's say I
Because
would give her a term of producer. I don't know how to get that term in, but she was helped spearhead all those games, and I guess she grew from all that
okay, so she good
on
at
the development. Yeah,
organizing the team and getting them
yeah,
focused.
yeah, and focus, which is a good thing.
Yeah, you need people like that.
Yeah, so she was responsible for guiding development of the biggest
That's
franchises,
it.
Okay, so
Spider-Man,
she's
Tsushima,
she's a good
Uncharted.
leader. She's a good organizer and leader, basically.
and Ratchet and Clank.
So those are all Sony's big
Those are all some good games.
franchises. They're all the big franchises. And if she was behind that, like my whole point to you guys is, what do you think she can do different, or what could she bring to the table at EA? So what do you think she could bring to the EA, Jazz?
I don't know. After reading
Yeah,
through,
specifically in reference to, they said she's going to work on Black Panther, Dragon's Age. I don't think she can do anything with Dragon Age because that's coming out, and the new Mass Effect.
I'm just reading through the thing. Just.
Well, she's going to see over Iron Man too. Okay.
Nice. One thing I keep seeing
as well. We know it's 19.
One thing I keep seeing next to her name is developer first. So she's really gonna put the developers first. Hopefully that means, listening more so to their input instead of, forgive my terminology, but slave driving. Oh, you guys got to do this, blah 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 blah. But letting them be innovative and steer the direction with that.
So you're saying that she'll be able to help the developers release their creativity and drive the games further.
Exactly.
Okay. What about you, OG? No, I said OG. OG, was that you? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Well, I mean, she has been over big games, so EA been falling apart, especially BioWare. BioWare should be way further along than what they are. So.
But you're saying BioWare. But you're saying BioWare, and let me stop you for a quick second. Get BioWare out of that. You mean as far as what in future games? But I don't think she can do anything with Dragon Age because that's coming out this year. So everything in Dragon Age that game should be done. So the only thing they should be doing is quality assurance and getting all the bugs out.
Yeah, I'm talking about future games.
Okay.
I mean, because every time I hear EA, I just think about Anthem and how good I want that game to be. And
Anthem. Only thing Anthem had was flying mechanics.
Yeah, that's the only thing it did well, right?
Well, the worlds was cool. The world was cool.
Yeah,
it just wasn't enough of it.
Okay. Yeah. What else, OG? I'm gonna go to Surge next.
And I think she can put them back on track to make these games a little bit better. Keep them on schedule.
That's a good one.
Okay.
So that's what I think about Connie.
Okay, what about you, Serge?
She was a group general manager for action RPG elements, so she pretty much only messed around with the action RPGs.
Right.
So what?
Dope for Iron Man.
Yeah, like for her working with these games, these new action adventures. I hope we get to see her shine in those, because I really want more games. Like, for instance, Captain America 1943. I was really excited when I saw that, and the fact that
that's not her though. That's not her.
No, I'm saying like that they going in that direction, and her joining the team at this time. Hopefully, she can push more things of that nature, like get back to like some more single player games, because it looks like she got a good track record for all single player games. So maybe she can push the idea that like single players aren't dead, and maybe get away from the live service a touch. But I know money and all that is involved with that.
I'll tell you right now, you're not getting rid of live service games. You're not. Just look at, like I said, not Battlefield, Call of Duty, and what you call it?
Yeah, but again, she had influences. Like even Spider-Man 2 ain't live service. So
no. What I'm saying is, you said get step away from. I don't think a lot of games are going to be with. Is you're thinking a lot of games are going to be without some component of live service or that. I don't know about that.
I
But
think
go
people are
ahead.
getting tired of it, but I don't know if the company's even gonna take notice of that as of yet. Because think about it, all the single player games, when they do put live service in it, has failed dramatically. But sometimes waiting a little bit of time will change that. So to your point, they may be implementing more live service games into single players. Because even Avengers failed on that note because of the live service. So I don't know. I hope that she comes in and she guides them into a direction of something, because I know something is coming, but I'm kind of like lost at where they would go next. Hopefully they get that Titanfall 3 and she can get that off the ground, maybe.
It's gonna be Respawn. That's out of her purview.
Oh yeah, I forgot EA ain't Respawn.
No, EA
All right.
is Respawn, but Respawn is a different group though. So I don't think she's
So
gonna be
what group
working.
is she part of then?
She's part of the group like Motive. Who else is she part of? EA Motive and the team that made Mass Effect and Dragon Age.
Okay.
Now I think she could have a good influence on Mass Effect. But go ahead.
Yeah. Nah. All right.
Okay.
Oh.
Let me
I'm like, I want my
let me say
That's why
Titanfall.
let me
that's what I'm
say
saying. It seems like BioWare needs more direction
right,
because
that
we
was a
know
bar.
the old are not there anymore.
Well, let me say it like this. Because Jazz hit on something that I think a lot of people will not be aware of. It's like she said something that clicked, and she said she wants to give these people their freedom and don't do XYZ. Well, corporate America gonna say otherwise, and that is what scares me. Because she is coming and she has to rebuild her name, and she's working on like she's a studio head. She's not the head. So it's hard for me to fathom a person coming from her stature at PlayStation taking a lower position. To me, she got a lower position at EA. So she's listening to others instead of her being the head person in charge. She's listening to someone else. So it's
She
always
has
about
that
budget.
power.
It's all about budget and how the game is proceeding. Is it on target? So hopefully she can get them if anybody's off target. What I think she could do is give them her leadership skills will allow them to start developing Iron Man and other games of that nature to look or play something similar to Spider Man. But as far as Iron Man, the mechanics of flying, they have that down because they only need the team that developed. Uh, what's that game, OG?
Anthem.
Yeah, Anthem. Because that though I don't know who that team was, but that team knocked it out the park with flying. So if they take those mechanics from flying, put that into Iron Man, they got to. There's nothing wrong with that. They just got to develop the combat. Actually, they can take that whole game of Anthem and the mechanics and some of that engine and just adapt it to an Iron Man game because of a lot of the code should work. But what scares me again is that I think the fact that EA is a service company more or less. So I don't see them developing that many single player games outside of that one Star Wars game, The Jedi, and maybe another one. But other than that, I think she can make a difference. Me personally, this is what I'm saying. I think she's great. Just, I don't think she's going to fit well with EA. So I
Why you
give
say
her
that?
3 years. I just give her 3 years.
Why you say that you don't think she'll work with it? Yeah.
Okay. The reason why I don't think she'll work with EA is I gave y'all a hint earlier. The reason why she left Sony supposedly was leaving and took her staff with it's the rumor that Sony wanted to go all live service, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where she end up going? EA. EA top 3 games: Madden, FIFA, and I forgot the other game. But all those are live service. Battlefield, all live service type of game. It's hard for EA to get out of that live service mode because they said, I don't know, that there is some live service component in, I hope not, in Dragon Age. But hey guys, I have to take this call because somebody passed away. So hold on. I gotta take this. So you guys talk and I'll be right back.
I think she'll be good for like mainly BioWare. Like I said, BioWare is the one that's been in trouble. That hasn't been making anything lately. Yeah, and it seems like we've been waiting for Dragon Age for like 5-6 years now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know the last time.
You know how I am about Dragon Age. That's off my radar right now.
Yeah, but literally, we haven't seen what Inquisition had to be 10 years now, right?
Dang,
or close
longer
to
than that. Because that was like an OG game, wasn't it? Wasn't that like an OG game?
That's the one with the white background and the red logo.
Yeah,
that was like for the last generation.
Wow.
Yeah, it was on Xbox One.
2014, yeah.
2014. It's been 10 years.
I thought it was
That's
older
crazy.
than that. That's why I was like, I thought it was older than that.
Yeah, BioWare should be pumping out way more games than that. They're a shell of themselves.
Well, let's see. What was the last games that they actually did other than the remakes? Because the only thing they did was that Mass Effect and Anthem.
That's
the
it.
Legendary Edition and the Anthem.
That's it. And then, I mean, and look, they had a patch, a 2.1 patch for Anthem that we never seen. And EA just canceled it. And it was ready to be put out.
Oh, Andromeda. That's the one I was thinking of.
Canceled it. Andromeda?
Mm-hmm. The one that people was like, meh. Like the fans liked it, but it wasn't like to the expectation of the previous versions. I don't know. You gotta get on that because you know me and Mass Effect.
So I mean, they just a shell of themselves, and they got they back catalog. I mean, come on, you got Jade Empire there. They got so many games. It just maybe she can help, maybe get those games back started, plus some new stuff.
Yeah.
But they need something. They need some kind of direction because I didn't realize BioWare wasn't making anything like that. Honestly.
Yeah, they fell off the radar. I mean, right now we don't even know when Dreadwolf is coming out. Dragon Age Dreadwolf. I mean, they I think they finna make some type of announcement.
I do apologize. I'm back. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good.
All right.
We still talking on this BioWare because I had to look up what they even had because the last thing the OG said was Inquisition. Then I had to look up. I forgot they did Andromeda, but they did they got the Legendary Edition on their page. Like Andromeda don't exist, and
They scratched that, but my whole point was about Connie Booth is that she is a good fit, but I'm gonna say this: she would have been a better fit for Microsoft than she would have been for EA. That's just me because
yeah, I can see that.
Mm-hmm. Because she could have, to me, I would have put her right under Matt. I would have put her under Matt with studio development. But maybe they had a
Yeah.
clause in her contract that said she couldn't go to Microsoft of all. But that being said,
Or it could be this is that other stuff he was talking about. Them not trying to do too much because
yeah,
of
that
acquisition.
too. Yeah, that too. But I just feel as though I don't. I think she's good, but I don't see her lasting at EA based off of what how EA operates. That's just me, but we'll see. All right, but
She's
I
up
think
in
she's.
age too.
You say some
She
things
was
that
six.
make me laugh. Don't be
What did he
talking about that woman. She's gonna say
I
she
thought
up in
that's what he
age.
said. I was like,
That's what he
what?
Yeah, where they trying to slide some
He's like,
slickness in
yeah,
there,
he
man.
trying to be cutty. He being cutty. Okay, so we're gonna get off of Connie and get to our next subject.
But we gonna say
What?
we hope she makes some changes and do something and get some
Yeah,
games up out here. Cause
Definitely.
yeah.
we need some EA other than FIFA, Madden. And I'll
Please.
take a live service game if it's dope, cause I play Destiny. I'll play ESO. So I will take a live service game. Won't we be sinking no money into it like that, but
Nothing copy paste either.
But don't
Speaking of
they
that,
got Respawn making Apex though? Ain't that their live service game?
that's their
Respawn, that
live
is
service.
Apex.
Yep.
Yeah. Apex
Yep.
is a Respawn. But he said that's why I brought up Respawn and Titanfall because but that he was like, that's not the division that she in. So I'm like, ooh, that seems like what you was talking about with the live service and but
Yeah, that's my whole point. They're into that live service crap. The EA like their money.
well, I mean, when GTA come out making billions with a 10-year-old
Like, we
game,
want to do that
we
too.
want some of that money right. Yeah, let me get some of
Yeah.
that.
You know me, I can't even fathom that. So don't
But
even
we
get
know
me
why GTA is around like that because people like doing bad.
there. That's
Hmm.
it. Because I can't see GTA. I just don't get that game. That's one game that I just can't fathom. Because like I said, I
Well,
played it.
you
Doing what
said
you
you don't
can't
like being a
without
criminal, so
consequences. That's all.
you don't
Hmm
like being a criminal, so that's what that is for you.
People they dream of life of crime.
Yeah, you can go
hmm
around the
That's what
city,
it is.
do good, do favors for people.
And I can also walk up to him and knock upside the head and steal a car
If
too.
you
Yep,
wanted
pistol
to.
whip. You could pistol whip anybody on the street,
Hmm.
Hmm
and then have a whole shootout with the popo.
Okay, so anyway, here's this other subject. Get y'all talking about because we getting off target. Since Sturge brought up Bungie, what do y'all think about the rumors that Bungie is doing a lot of maneuvering? Because one, there was some report I couldn't find it that Sony is not happy, or PlayStation Sony is not happy with the progress that Bungie's made, and they are replaced the director of Marathon with another person in midstream.
You say that again?
They replace, Bungie's making another game called Marathon, right?
Yeah. The original Halo. I'm just
More
joking.
or less.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, what do y'all think about all the, let me just say, turmoil at Bungie and Sony? Do you think, I already know the answer to my point. Do you guys think Sony paid too much money and that's a waste of money? That, to me, that was 3.87 we discussed just before, but even more, it's really prevalent now that it's more prevalent now that it appears that they wasted their money because they are hoping that this, what is it, what's this new Destiny, is it a new DLC that's coming out?
It's actually a new story mode. They putting a horde mode in and they adding a bunch of exotics and stuff like that. I think it's just
Okay,
a new
so
season type
Fudge.
thing.
okay, so here's the point I'm making. Do you think it's going to be successful?
Mm,
Because I think if it's not successful, Bungie's goose is cooked, and they're gonna come
yeah, because
under
people been
100%.
hating on Bungie for they've been irritated with them and how they've been running stuff, especially how they push back the main DLC so many months.
So, what are your guys' initial thoughts?
I know my initial thoughts for Bungie is that.
That's what I'm asking you. You go.
Well,
Hmm.
let me get it out.
Oh
You said
wow.
what?
Don't do that. Don't
You
do
said
that.
what?
Don't poke
Don't
the
do that.
bear.
Let him talk. I'm not even going there. Stop. Stop. Go ahead, OG. Get your point out.
I think the writing is on the wall. I think all those people at Bungie gonna be at 343 in the next 2 years. That's what
Well,
I think.
rumor had the only reason they're staying is because they get their last bonus in 2025 or 2026, and they think they all gonna be out by then.
If they don't
Yep.
make no money soon, because like I said, everybody been mad about Bungie and how they've been running this game
So
and like what other game do they have? They don't even really have anything in development really. Like they just rely on
everything they got
Destiny.
is live service. It's live service Destiny. So what do you guys think? It will 2020 will. What do you think of this new release of the DLC that they're going to release? What is it called in June or
Uh
The
July?
final shape.
the final shape.
Look at the
People
final shape. What is it?
Mm-hmm.
people already not liking this story. They the way it's shaping up. Because this final shape part is just the end of the last three DLCs. Because they've been leading to this story for the last three DLCs.
Me
And people haven't been
personally,
happy with the direction.
me
Yeah,
personally,
what's
it
your
felt
point?
like it's been dragging. That's why I've been like hands on, hands off with it lately. But that's just me.
Yeah, I just been getting to the race. That's all. I ain't been
Yeah,
doing no
that's good.
new
That's
story.
good. You getting a lot
So
of
are
good
you
stuff
getting
done.
it?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get it.
Oh, then y'all ain't got it. So you're getting it. Jazz is getting it.
Yep.
OG.
I don't play Destiny.
And I'm still surprised.
I can, you know,
Spaceman.
I can see that. I can see that because he
A lot of people
OG
don't like the
doesn't.
repetitiveness.
Yeah, I think OG don't play a lot of multiplayer games like that. The only game OG plays is with 4 player, 5 player at the most. So I can see
Yep.
that.
Yep.
I don't think I'm
No.
getting it.
Yeah.
That's because
Um,
I loved Destiny when the original came out.
yeah,
It was
Me
good.
too.
super good.
But it
So
went
good.
out right, and right, I fell off right after that. As soon as they did something, I don't know what it was, but I fell off, and I was like,
Well,
okay,
they stopped
I
making
was
stuff, and then we had to keep doing the same thing over and over and over and
yes.
over and over and
yeah.
over and over
And
and
I
over and over and over and
understand
over and over and over and
why.
over
But
again.
it gets under my skin. That's why I literally have to be in the mood to take it. Unless I'm getting some help from Sir Rich or some clan mates, I'm just like, I'll play something else.
I think we did the same levels
So,
over and over like 1,000 times.
and that's why I don't think the game's going to do well.
Because it's only a certain amount of people. It's only a certain niche of people that can do that. Like
Mm-hmm.
And
hardcore
this,
MMOers.
and I don't see them with a good campaign that is going to re-engage people. Advertising campaign. Now, Sony's good
And
with that.
and on top of that, it's hard for new players to get into.
It really
Like it's
is.
That
very
too.
difficult for new
You're
players.
right. Yeah, it didn't used to be
Oh,
like
see?
that.
Yep. Like
It
when you
didn't
So
used
jump
to be
in,
that.
they give.
It was easy. It
Mm-hmm.
was easy pick up and play. It's not like that now.
Now when you jump in, you have the option you can buy to level up to get on par with everyone else, and then pick up and go running rather than actually learning it. So I'm like, so
Oh,
y'all
so
know
you got to
you
pay
know
your.
what you're doing, yeah.
So it's really pay to play too.
To an extent, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's like you can only get these certain exotics if you buy the season, but then after a while, they put them in to where everybody can get them, but it has to be after that season's over, and then it goes into where you can buy it in this section in the main hub. In the tower, they got this thing where you can buy all the old season stuff, but it's got to be completely gone. The season got to be over with before it goes in
Yeah.
there.
And
And
never,
then you every week you could get the item to be able to buy one of those out of there. So there's a way to get those exotics. It's just time locked.
you gotta wait. And there were a lot of dungeons that like Sir Rich had access to because he got it on his account, but I had to get it separate. Like it's just weird. Like
Because
you can only,
they tie them to the seasons. They tie some
yeah.
of the dungeons to the seasons. So every season they have X amount of dungeons and exotics come out. And again, after the season go away, it gets unlocked. But these last three seasons been lasting so long, so they time lock them, and then they push that time back even further because it usually unlocks with every DLC. But they pushed this one so far back, and that's what lost a lot of players because of how they handled that situation. They should have like unlocked all the seasons. If they gonna push it ahead, they should have unlocked all the stuff, and that would have helped new players come along while you waiting for the new stuff. You could have the old school people teaching the new people what to do, but they didn't do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't like that.
Well, we'll see how that turns out. I just don't see this being successful. I think unless this is their Hail Mary, because I don't see it. I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't think they're going to get all those people to re-engage. And speaking of other things, you guys know that the rewards points are changing in April, right? What
I
are your
don't know
initial thoughts?
how I saw the app is going away, but I don't know what that means as of changing.
I was
Yeah,
thinking the
please
same thing.
elaborate.
What they're doing, I think they're going to have another app
Because
on the
I thought
Xbox.
they already killed the one of the hubs. Was that the Game Pass hub they killed already? It was one
The
of the
Game Pass has the daily in it, but it's the one that the rewards program
Is this the
where you
trivia
with
and
the
all that?
medal. Yeah, no, not the trivia. It's the one that's in your app when you not app, but when you boot up your Xbox, and it's the medal, and it says your
Hmm.
weekly set where you got to sign in the Bing or whatever, and if you do that, you'll see 3 points. If you do this, it'll see this. So that's what they say they're getting rid of, and it's all going to one central location. I think what they're doing, which to me is gonna, I don't think this is going to flow perfect in the beginning, because I really think that if they get rid of the rewards app and the Xbox, a lot of people, unless they put something there to take you to this new location, which I think they are, and they showed something where you do daily trivia, but what it is a central location, because now you have to do it on your phone and you have to do it on your PC and you have to do it on the Xbox. What I'm assuming is that it's one location and you can do all of them. I don't know, but they have even if you go to your Xbox right now and you go to your rewards app, it'll tell you it's changing.
Yeah,
And it'll be
yeah,
on April 15th, I think, or 14th.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm skeptical because I remember I had a long streak going, and then remember I told you guys it was the end of the year. It was actually November and December when Xbox started screwing up and not giving you your points from achievement points or for anything you were doing. And I
I
was getting
remember
upset.
that.
And that screwed my whole streak up, and I was upset. So that's the fear I have with this rewards program. But we'll see next month. Anybody else have any thoughts?
I'm good. I just want my money.
Yeah, I know that's right. I'm gonna use some of my money points this week to buy Dragon's Dogma. I thought it was cheaper than that, but it's not.
What, it's gonna be $70?
Yeah, it's a $70
What?
game. Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
I'm debating.
full release.
I'm debating
What
to
do you
just
guys?
start it.
I'm not debating. I'm getting it on my Xbox.
It's a matter of
Same.
when,
Exactly.
not if.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So what do you guys think about this new? And probably Jazz, you didn't hear it because I know you've been extremely busy. The new development kit spotted in the Korea. What do you guys, real quick? What do you guys think it could be, and what do you want it to be? A lot of people are speculating that it could be the new Xbox coming out in 2026, and some people are speculating it's a handheld. What are your thoughts? What do you think it is? Search.
I want.
Oh, go ahead, OG.
I want to go that is for the handheld.
You think it's handheld?
Yeah,
Okay. Jazz.
Yeah, that's where my brain was leaning to, especially with the expansion of Game Pass and cloud gaming. And everyone else putting out handhelds. To me, it's a surprise that we haven't yet. And I say we, as in, it's a surprise that Xbox hasn't done so already. But I honestly don't see that they had like a dire need to do so. But if they did, I think it would be a really great thing.
Okay, Serge, what do you think it is?
I keep hearing this handheld. I think that it may be a handheld for the simple fact of how much they put into their cloud services, and that will be an adequate addition.
It'd be a good compliment.
Mm-hmm. So a
And
handheld
then
seems like it'll be.
with all the Game Pass subscribers, if they can get 2 or 3% of them, yes. Now,
Mm-hmm.
what I'm hearing, I don't know because why? And here's my point, and I can agree with you guys to some extent. If this was a handheld, why would the development kits be sent out so late? Or why would South Korea be getting one already? Or if South Korea may be last because they don't have that many games that's being developed in South Korea, that may be it because the rest of the developers in the U.S. may have it. What people are saying, what I've heard someone else, I'm not going to say people, but I heard one or two people say, is that it is a handheld and it's going to be based off the, they're going to get rid of the S. I'm not going to say get rid of it, but it's going to be a portable where you dockable and it'll give you the same graphics as the S.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, that would, you know what? That
Mm-hmm.
would throw away the narrative because to me, if they could do that, that would be awesome, like you said, because then you can get the S dockable and have Game Pass, play all the games you want, take it where you want, and it'll be off the chain. And it'll give you the same graphics as the S. People can't complain because I don't think that Switch 2 gonna give you those graphics. But
Mm-mm. I think it's
Yeah.
so that
1080p.
Yep. 1080p machine.
and if it's a handheld, now me, you know I'll get it because I got my Legion Go, but I will get that in a minute.
He's like, it's meant for the Game Pass. Give me.
No, because to be honest, that's my only fear about it. If they do handheld, let it be an Xbox handheld with the GUI because I love Windows is too bloated. Unless I wish they could do a version of it where okay, the Legion Go will boot up to Windows, but it'll boot up to game mode, and immediately when you boot up to game mode, that's like, and you know what? Voila, that's what you can do for OG. And I know you guys Windows. You know how you boot up into Windows Safe mode and you get rid of all the other services and unnecessary programs,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
or if you boot
That's
up
what they
Windows, that's what they should do. Boot up in like a game mode. In game mode, get rid of all that unnecessary crap. And if you want to boot up to PC mode, then you do it. But boot up the game mode, you're restricted to what is there in the game and taken care of. You get all your power and juices back to you. I mean, I'm calling it power and juices, so you can do what you got to do. But still, it's going to give you that the extra juice to utilize
Yeah.
the system specifically for gaming.
Yeah,
What
you don't have
about
Windows 11 running.
what about the possibility of it you know, maybe being a VR headset? Because they were talking about that like in the past.
I don't think that's going to happen. And you don't know why? Just look at Sony.
They got back orders, so they.
Oh, yes.
I'm just saying, like, they,
And speaking of which, is that one of our topics? Because I think people owe somebody. No, we don't have that as a topic, but we can. Since you went there, I think a lot of people owe Phil Spencer an apology because everybody was mad at Phil Spencer when he didn't do it, and now you know why.
Dude, it costs too much, man.
And you
It
got
costs more
like
than
the point we had was you got devices out there where you don't even need a system to use.
yeah.
You just had a device.
Give us devices where we can use on anything, not like, oh no, you have to have our console with it. Like that's too much.
Yeah, but like the
Okay.
what is it, the Meta and Oculus? You could just use that in the room
Mm-hmm.
without it
Well,
hooked up to anything.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but what I was just but As far as the handheld, I don't know what it's going to be on that. I hope it ain't 2026, but we'll see because it would be off the chain if it was an Xbox Series S convertible handheld that they did like the Switch. That would be great because I'm telling you, it'll be. And if they said, okay, you get Call of Duty with it and Call of Duty Mobile, you can switch off. They would sell those like gangbusters.
Especially with all these recent investments in mobile gaming. I mean,
There you go. They would sell it like gangbusters. So we'll see how that turns out. But did any of you guys read? And this is my whole point that I went to last week. But Rise of the Ronin is not getting those great reviews. And I think I said I didn't think Rise of Ronin was going to do all that well. And we'll wait to see sales, but I don't think Rise of Ronin is going to sell to 2 million copies. If it sells 1 million copies by a week from tomorrow, because it releases tomorrow, and guess what releases tomorrow as well?
Dragon's Dogma.
Exactly. Who's
Plus, he
been
gets
giving all
paid
the
tomorrow.
attention?
Sorry.
Rise of the Ronin gonna get slammed.
They said it's clunky. That's sad.
They said
Clunky
it feels
combat.
old. It looks old.
It does. Like, the combat
looks
is dope. I
old.
don't have a PS5 and I was excited. I'm sad to hear this. Shame.
It looks like a PS3 game.
Yeah, it does.
From what they showed.
Yeah, from what, but no, did you see the reviews on it? Though a lot.
Yeah,
of
I'm saying
people-
that's what the reviews saying too. I'm like, oh. They like it's fun, but it feels like it should have came out 6 years ago.
I mean, Ghost of Tsushima looks way better than that, to me.
No, ain't no to you. It is. That's a fact.
They said the
This ain't no.
creator's okay.
And this is the
Oh, you
problem
can
I
create
had.
your own character,
That's
own
what it
character,
says.
and oh, I didn't know
And
that.
I think they said 3-man co-op
Really?
as well.
It says after designing both twins in an impressively detailed character creator, users must choose only one of them to play moving forward, while the other is critically injured and taken away.
Interesting. So I thought. I hate saying that word. So, I thought it was either Surge or Jazz. Maybe I'm lying on both of you. That stated last week that you were probably going to get a PS5 to play that game.
I said that. If it was good. I would like to.
I would like to.
And then, on top of Twisted Metal, but that ain't gonna happen. So, my list continues to dwindle.
Okay, so you want to, so in essence,
Keeping what I got.
you want to retract that statement based off the information.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
The possibility ain't off the table, but my list is dwindling.
Your list is dwindling. Okay, I give you
I
credit.
haven't. This is messed up. I have not skipped a PlayStation generation. I haven't.
You haven't what? I'm sorry.
I haven't skipped a PlayStation generation.
Oh yeah. It hurts.
Yeah, it's hurting me.
Well, you may be able to still get one.
That's the point. Is do we want
exactly?
Well, I can promise you, my PlayStation has been used more than it's ever been used a day in existence because my nephews play it more than me, and the more they played it more this week than I've ever played it.
Oh wow!
I'm not joking. They played it more than I
You were just saying how you wanted to turn it on too. That's
yeah. Well, it's got its use. I'm telling you now, it's got its use. It's being used. Trust and believe it's being used.
Now I got my money's worth.
Yeah, now it's definitely been used because I think one of my nephews got on it. We came from the gym. I think he got on at 8:00, and another nephew got on at 1 or 2:00, and went all day.
He said, "Yeah, y'all got to get the gym. Y'all got to get this gym in.
Yeah,
I'm not missing a day. Y'all gonna learn.
yeah, I ain't gonna miss my.
with me.
I'm not gonna miss my gym.
Come right on with me."
But anyway,
That's all. You was just knocking the cobwebs off of
yeah, that's it. Knocking the cobweb, getting the dust off of it, huh? Uh, I can tell you what, you can knock cobweb, but you ain't gonna find no darn roaches. I can tell you that.
That irritate my soul when I see them videos, man.
I saw one in a controller.
Nah, I
No,
seen
you
them in the actual PlayStation.
No.
I've
and
seen
they,
that
like,
too.
it's like
you are
it's
not.
like generations in there.
I see it. I'm getting out your. I tell you what, if I see it, I'm getting
Legacy.
out your house. I ain't gonna be in your house. I ain't eating your food.
Nope. Now you shaking your hand. No.
Man, I got trauma from
you
being
you talking
exterminated.
about
I
yeah,
got trauma.
talking about,
I will
you
not
want
have that in my house.
you want something to drink? Nope.
That's why I check whatever I get from the hair store. Because one time I went to the hair store, one jumped out my bag. I was like, could not go to sleep. I was pulling stuff away from the wall till I found that mug and murdered it.
Nope.
Like, you're not replicating in here, no sir. No sir.
So anyway, we'll see. I wish Rise of the Ronin all the best. That's a game that should go into PlayStation Plus if it doesn't sell. A lot of those games.
Maybe they just going performance over graphics, but the way
They said it's clunky combat. Like how?
You know what?
Samurai game?
Well, that's like
No. Now that is
Elden Ring.
Hold on. You got to give her Jazz credit on that. You can't have a ninja game.
True.
You
That's
can't.
valid.
That has to be.
That's valid.
That has
Because at
to
least
be
Elden Ring,
fluid.
you just some dude crawling out of a
Right.
grave. Yeah,
Right.
you ain't no cracked ninja. Like, I'm a ninja. I'm the assassin of the guild.
You gotta be
swift.
Yeah,
swift and fluid, and you can't have that.
Valid.
So I don't see that, but we'll see. Now, have any of you guys seen some of the reviews of Dragon's Dogma? And
No.
I've seen them,
No, I
and
haven't seen it.
I don't know if I'm gonna get it tomorrow because I may download it and buy it tomorrow. But I don't want to get it. I want to see how it flows after somebody. I want to see somebody actually play it. What I don't like is a lot of people are saying I mean a lot of people like it, and I think it's prejudice because I've heard some people say I don't have a problem with a game throwing you out there and you got to find your own.
Nah.
But I don't want to play a game where the quest you got a quest, but you don't know where the destination is or something like that. You got to find it.
Yeah,
Don't waste my
Elden
time.
Ring. That's
What everybody
that's
says.
Elden Ring. Like, you just got to go out there and find stuff.
We gonna help you.
Like you could be going the wrong way, but you gonna find some stuff and it's gonna help you. But hey,
if you die too much, go the other way.
But you do have a quest marker on it, don't you?
No.
Saying this is where you gotta
No, absolutely not.
You literally gotta find your way in Elden Ring because
then how do you meet the bosses and what boss is going to be the right boss?
You stumble upon them.
It depends on how hard they hit. That's how you find out.
Like I said, if it's too hard, you go the other way. You get better. Oh, look, here's an easier boss I can handle.
You go through all this mess, and you be thinking you fighting the boss, and it's just a regular person. And then you find the boss, and you like, oh no, I can't do this. So you leave, go find something else to do for a while.
Hell, 2 of the first bosses you're presented with when you first start that game, one you're meant to lose, the other you're meant to come back when you get better. But it's right there in your face.
And he'll chase you down.
And most people quit right there. They're like, man, this game is impossible. You gotta keep going.
I understand that. Yeah, and you know what the funny thing is? I got to get to that game. I got it on my Xbox. I'm like, I got to play it. So I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it. I don't have a problem with it. It's just that if, I got to see what is the best way to go. And that's what they say about Dragon's Dogma.
Go right. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, the only thing, like when you know you're going the right way, you start getting movie scenes. That's how you know you're going the right way. They start giving you story bits. So that's the only hint you get. You start seeing stuff that actually affects the story.
Okay, see, that's my point. I guess you get the hang of it too. So once you start going here and there, and you say, okay.
And if you like games where you explore it like you naturally explore games, you won't mind it. because the exploration is like you'll find story bits in your exploration that's just a side story.
Okay, so do you guys think Dragon's Dogma are going to sell like it's um like Elden Ring?
Is
Possibly.
could if it catches on like that, but it depends on the
A lot
combat
of people are
and
pumping
all
it.
that.
The
Yes.
combat is quirky, but I do like the mages in it. So I'm gonna wait over the weekend and I may buy it. But here's my problem. I have Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4 on all of them. I got to get back to them like Jazz was doing. I'm getting to the point where I'm so focused on multiplayer games and Call of Duty or games that's getting me my points. I can't go back. I'm not going back to the games I need to finish. Like I really got to start over my character in Cyberpunk. I just don't
Yeah,
want to.
Oh yeah, that too. Dang it.
yeah. I started Cyberpunk and then I got distracted by Spider
But
Man
if I want to,
because I really want to play Miles. I really want to play Miles really bad. Now I have it.
And I got Miles on my Series X. I mean, my wish I did. I mean, on my PlayStation, I have not played that game, and I got to get. But a lot of times I don't have the time, and I'm so focused on what I'm doing at that time. But I do need it. I do need to play it, but we'll see.
Yeah, because playing Spider Man got me remembering why I like those kind of games because you just like chilling out and doing whatever. And it's fun to
Yeah.
play like a nice beat 'em up every now and again to break the monotony of the shooters and all that stuff.
So that's where I wanted to go with Dragon's Dog. Man, Dragon's Dog. I think it's going to do okay. I think it's going to do at least 3 million. For it's not going to do Dragon. I mean, it's not going to do Elden Ring, but it's going to do okay. I think it's going to do very well now. And one thing you can say is Capcom's been hitting it out the park with their games
Yeah.
and their remakes. You
yeah,
can't take anything from Capcom.
Nope.
game
Capcom's
after
been here, yeah, game after game. Capcom been knocking it out the park. I gotta look at their stock price too because I want to see if they're worth an
they
investment.
doing that's what Sega trying to do.
Yep. So on our last topic, here's something. Jazz, you need to play the video. What did you guys think of Marvel 1943? And I'm gonna predict something. But go ahead.
It's great.
What did you like about it? Isn't that the guy who played the the guy that's playing Black Panther? Isn't he the guy that in the Black Panther the movie T'Challa fought the other
M'Baku?
king?
T'Challa.
You
Yeah,
talking about
M'Baku.
M'Baku? The guy who
Yeah,
M'Baku? I
yeah.
didn't look at the actor.
Baku.
I think that's him. If you listen to the
You
video
saying the
on
character?
the character who's playing it, the
The
him
actor.
now, the actor that's playing him, because I heard him say something. I'm like, that's him.
Oh, you saying that's the voice actor?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think it is. That's which is good. That's T'Challa. That's T'Challa's grandfather,
right.
and
He's a child's grandfather, but I think that's his voice.
quite possible. I think so. Quite possible.
We have to look that up and get a
I'm looking
realistic
it up now.
comparison.
I'm looking it up now. But so I want to get y'all opinion.
But what is your
But
opinion if it is him?
No, that's not even the point. He's not my point. I
Oh,
want to know based off seeing that. What were your guys' opinion? That's all.
as in seeing him.
No, not him overall.
I'm
Just the
saying
cat.
the character in there.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting to see the politics of how those worlds. But is he the villain? Like, what is? Because we
No,
got
they're in
another.
World War II. Now that's why I wanted you guys to look at the video. This is World War II.
Yeah, because I seen the video, but it's just like the politics of it is where I was lost. Like, where does Black Panther fit in? And he looked like he'd be in espionage and getting American secrets. Like, what's going on here?
No, but he's in Paris, so it looked like they're
Oh, he
going
was
for the
in
same
Paris.
goal.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I said y'all got to look at the video.
I
No, it's
thought
not
they
him. It's Carrie Payton. This guy called Carrie Payton.
okay. I don't know whoever Carrie Payton is.
He played in The Walking Dead.
Oh, okay.
But you guys, what I'm saying, when you looked at the video, what were your thoughts? Did you think, hey, you think it's going to be a slamming game? You think it's going to sell? What do you think overall of that game? Because when you look at it, to me, the game looked hot. And this is
Yeah,
a
yeah,
game
yeah.
by Uncharted creator Amy Hennig. Amy Hennig. So it's going to have that Uncharted-esque feel. But
Look
I'm
like
going to,
It looks dope to me. Ooh.
okay.
No, this is Skydance Media. I don't know.
But look who's behind it. And I hope it comes to all systems. I hope it comes to all systems. Because I thought she was developing a game for the PS5, but I think hers is coming to all systems. And all the bundling, I think definitely everybody's going multi-plat now if you are a third-party developer. I'm trying to get you guys to use some of your God-given critical analytical thinking skills to see to the future about this game. And it's sitting in front of your face that I'm just surprised no one said anything about it. Anybody else have anything to say?
Oh, please.
What do y'all like about it? You like the story? You think the story? Blah blah blah.
The inclusion
Oh,
of
yeah.
characters, like it just looks dope.
Okay.
Granted,
I
I
don't
know
know
this
if
is cutscenes, but
Yeah, but they say the game looks like that. That's from what I was hearing.
it looks
And I wanna
good.
know-
Okay.
I don't know if they,
With the whole dynamic of Captain Panther gonna be, because it's like
Yeah.
this is their first discovery of him.
Right. Well, now they're trying to say that he's a super soldier, other guy's super soldier. So the Iron Man looks like he's trying to come in there where his regular character trying to be the one in control and say what everybody don't need and only needs to be this, and that he needs to be the one. To me, he comes off the cocky. No, he's the cocky one. He needs to be the one running the show, as he is in all the Marvel. As he, yeah, he does come off to be the one. I have to run it, and that's just him. So he's coming off that way, not good or bad, but that's just the way he's coming off in the video game, which is good. Which is the why T'Challa, the Black Panther, say, "I don't have to listen to you." So, you have anything to say, OG?
I was saying, if they're following, it was a comic called Flags of Our Ancestors. If they following that storyline from 1943, it's gonna be real good.
And who was in that? Actors were in it. I mean, what characters were in it? Black Panther and Iron Man?
It was Captain America, Black Panther, but they got these two added characters in there.
Oh, so that is what they're following, right?
Could be. I don't know. We don't know.
That's what it looks like, right?
But that's what it looks like. Yeah.
So you're saying there is some historical context to this, where they're going off an actual one of the original comic books that had the Black Panther, one of the Marvel books, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So for those who are ignorant to that, because I was waiting for you to pull that out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before this game launches, I want one of you, because I'm being serious, because I'm tired of I'm putting it out there now. I want one of you to bet me, and I guarantee you, I only bet when I know I'm gonna win. So I want one of you to bet me, and this is gonna go back to some Surge and I was talking about earlier. But I see how I'm gonna change it, Surge. I'm gonna do it real good. Somebody. No. Let me finish. Let me put it out there to you.
Let you cook. Get your
And
flour
let me
out.
cook
Go
it.
ahead.
Yeah.
Make the gravy.
Someone is going to say, and it's just like they did with Star Wars, it's too progressive. Because people don't know, why do you have in 1940 now T'Challa, who looks like us, and another three characters that are mainly people of color?
I see
Someone's
what you're
going to say that's going to be too progressive for 1943. Am I right or wrong? World War II.
You're not wrong.
Exactly.
I had something else in my head. I don't feel comfortable saying it here. I
But
No, but I
it's
no
yeah,
no
I
no
could see
no
it
no
happening
no
that way.
no
I could
no
see
no
it.
no no. But what I'm saying is based off. I'm not debating what you're saying, sir. You're right. I'm not saying what any of you would say. I'm saying someone on the internet's going to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go with people. You have
Mm-hmm.
Amy Henning, a woman. She's being too progressive
They
based
got
off
three black
all that.
people on the cover. What's
Yeah,
going on? Where's Captain America, the only white guy?
and and that's the problem that I have with people today is that you we should celebrate that the game looks dope.
Yeah. And you know, it'd be
That's
funny.
all.
I'm finna ask no. Well, if they put the Black Captain America storyline in there, some DLC,
Is that gonna be
what
a
about
problem?
that? We could go ultra black with this
But it's just not. But my whole point I'm making is
one.
someone is
Okay,
going
so
to say it. Someone's going to say why, and it's not about that. It's about that the characters and where they're coming from. That's why I was glad that OG put out the historical perspective that there was already something there.
mm-hmm.
Okay,
Because they've
and
gone they made a series about many different generations of Black Panthers,
right.
like going
So that's my
through the
point.
history, the bloodline.
Right. So that's my point. At least they got some type of context in the Marvel universe.
Right.
That's what I was trying to say. Because people, and I don't just like saying stuff. I like to try to pick people's brains to say, hey, why? See, Jazz already saw the obvious. We don't want to talk the obvious, but we know it's going to come out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Because
just,
we don't want to be one of them said, oh well, we don't want to talk about this because we
no,
know
I'm
it's
not
gonna
talking about
be.
negative because I know somebody's going to say it
No,
because
I'm saying
everybody,
that's the feeling I'm saying. That's the
right,
air of it.
everybody want to be toxic and go after people.
Yeah, that's the
So
main narrative. Like everybody, that's the main thing. People like I was saying, they like those. What did I say earlier about the gotchas in the titles and stuff like that? Everybody be
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
do that, and that's why some narratives get spoken over and over and over again because everybody gotta have something to say about certain ideals, and
But
everybody
my
want to be the
point
first one to talk
was,
about it.
no, my point was, and that's the only thing I was going to say, is that celebrate the game. To judge the game on the merits. If the game comes out and it's trash, judge it as being trash based on the mechanics of the game, based on the story being silly. Don't base it off the characters themselves and what you think something should be or how something should
Hmm.
look.
Like we get
That's
a
all.
Captain America game, and this is what they choose to have it about. Like no, like we got a Captain America game and Black Panther, and right before the Black Panther game come out, we get a sample of what they working with. Come on.
Yeah. So,
It looks
and you
dope
like you said, yeah,
for sure.
it's a day one by for me. I can promise you that.
I saw it and I wasn't even thinking like that. The first thing I was like, "Oh, Captain America! Oh, and Black Panther! Oh, I gotta play this.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
when I
I got
first
to
saw
play
it,
this."
when I first saw it, I'm like, oh, wait a minute now. You got this in 1943 because I look at everything from a historical perspective and look at it like, okay, I gotta wait for somebody to say something because I know that's just how people are. Instead of again celebrating the game, I think it looks dope. I think it was surprising. I think it's built on Unreal Engine 5, isn't it?
Yeah, it is because they were talking about how realistic it is. They were saying
Yeah.
5.4, I believe.
hmm So
Yeah.
we'll see how this turns out. I think I'm liking it. I like it a lot. I want to see more. Maybe we'll see more gameplay this summer at whatever games, whatever somebody do with games. That's
It'll be
all I'll say
nice.
about
It'll
that.
be nice to see gameplay.
Yeah. So we can
Yeah.
get we can further judge the game on its merits. But I would love to see something. So I don't know. But
I
those are
just
our
want good
topics.
games with good stories,
Yeah,
and
that's
look at all
true.
this mess that comes along with it.
Right. But that's what everybody always say, but what they want, games, just games. But to me, a lot of people say that, not you, but a lot of people say it
Yeah.
whenever it's something that they don't want to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
I just want gaming. No, you don't. You want something to
No.
be your weight. That's what you really want. And when it's not the how you what you feel comfortable talking about or comfortable with, that's when you say,
And that's
"Oh,
a
when I
problem.
bring in the pool." There you go. So let's so I find out everyone if who's listening who's been there that long, please like and subscribe. Thank you for joining us. We got started a little late, but again, thank you for your time because we know your time is valuable and we respect your time. So therefore, let's talk about where everyone's going to be. OG, where will we find you this weekend?
You'll find me at home.
Really, really, my guy. Really, my guy.
Bruh.
Really, my guy.
Hey, OG, I do know where you live.
Yeah,
Just
I know.
remember.
Yeah, I'll
You
go
want to make
get
me
you.
go to this arcade?
I
Get you to this
know.
arcade.
So let me have to. So let me. What game will you be playing, if any, this weekend?
I want to get in a little of that Evil West in this new baseball game.
Okay,
I think I'll indulge in those, and we'll see if I get Dragon Dogma 2 this
I'm
weekend.
thinking about that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Serge, what about you? Oh, okay. Where else? What else?
That's it.
Okay, Serge.
Well, you can find me on Twitch at Sir Rich, on Facebook at Sir Rich_gaming, and Twitter, also known as X, at Sir Rich, as well as YouTube on Sir Rich, at Sir Rich.
Okay.
And I will be streaming this weekend. I don't know what I'm gonna try to get through this Spider-Man so I can stream Miles, because I really want to play Miles now that I have it. Oh man.
Oh,
You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it a lot.
I forgot how much I enjoy Spider-Man. I was like swinging around and stuff, doing the combos, and it's annoying to get around sometimes. But when I challenge myself into swinging differently than I do, I find myself enjoying it. But I see what you're talking about. The one in the swinging does get boring because if you just swing, it's just boring. It's like you got to be running off buildings and flipping and doing tricks and stuff and trying to make it fun. You have to try and make it fun. For it to be interesting, at least. You don't have to make it fun, but it makes it more interesting swinging around. Otherwise, I'll just be on a train all the time.
okay. What about you, Jazz?
Yeah, I'm gonna be here every Thursday. The rest of the crew. Also on Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter /X, and YouTube. All Jazzy Moto. Just uploaded my last gameplay, Return to Grace helmet video. Just gotta snip the end, do some editing and whatnot. But we'll be streaming this weekend. Not sure what. I don't know. Might go back to retro gaming. I'll see where my heart leads me.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
Oh, and I might like you too. Wait till I hit the button on Dragon's Dogma 2 because I really want it, but I don't want to regret getting it right when it comes out.
Yeah,
So,
that's my scare.
yeah. So that's up in the air. That is in the air.
Okay.
That's it.
Let me see. Where will I be? I'll be streaming probably a little bit tomorrow and Saturday. A little bit. But yeah, that's all I'll be doing. I'll be on streaming from my Xbox. I'll be doing it 100%. And that's it. And I'll be here next week with you guys, of course. But that being said, people, I thank everyone for showing up. Give us a like and subscribe. And we're going to try to start on time next week. Jazz, y'all got a kickboxing class next week.
Yep, every Tuesday and Thursday.
Okay,
That was
so
my
we
fault
may,
this
but
time. Yeah.
okay, yeah,
But if we need to
I,
change the days, that's
yeah, let's
fine.
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll look at some different days because I think it'd probably be easy to change the day. So
Mm-hmm.
you guys, let's think of a new day. Let's text about it and see what the best day is for everyone.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All
Because
right,
we pliable like that, we ain't gonna
yeah, well that's
fall
perfect.
on that,
Okay. So that way, so we're gonna let our buddy, good friend, take us out of here, Surge.
It's
Go
time to
right
say
ahead.
holla.
Holla, holla,
Holla,
holla.
everybody. Holla, holla,
Holla,
holla,
y'all.
holla,
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 holla.
holla.
holla, holla, holla. Catch you later.
Let me holler at you. 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 Holla, 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 holla.